Alright, everybody. This is a little bit different than what I normally do. So, this episode is going to be done, like I said, a little bit different. Actually breaking it down to three different episodes. And the main reason because, well, I think it would be great for you guys to see what process I go through whenever I'm making mini games and some redstone contraptions. You know how I am. So, let's go ahead and get into it. And hopefully you guys enjoy. And yeah, see you guys in just a few seconds. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode on the LYFCRAFT server, where we're in a little bit of a woolly situation. I was looking, and pretty much I noticed it was going to take a lot of iron for me to make the rest of the storage system. Well, with iron blocks, it's like I'm trying to remember what it was. There's 59 units and each one takes 5 blocks, so that tells you how much iron that's going to be. That could be very expensive. So what I decided to do, well, using one of the towers in my castle area, pretty much just made a sheep farm. I thought that was kind of cool. I like this idea of me trying to compact and put a farm in, or a couple farms actually in this one. And this is a little compact. We tried to use fence posts and it wasn't working because the wool was getting stuck up on the, so pretty much just made a little micro one over here. And it's not hooked up just yet. I'm trying to make sure I get all this down. You can see there's plenty of shears in this thing. This was a very iron heavy build. And the lights on top, we're going to have to try and figure a way to add that into this and build up around it. But basically, it's just telling us, hey, there are shears in this barrels, pretty much. Because I'm using the comparator, reading off that, and going up to the light. Works pretty good. I thought that was a nice little thing. And, yeah, I like it, actually. And this thing, before I shut it off, was being very productive. I mean, insanely productive. I mean, I don't even know what to do. Besides that, all that was gathered in just a few minutes. So the last thing to do, and this thing's actually super simple. Basically, there's an observer behind this iron block, reading the grass, and whenever it changes state, it gives a redstone signal. So, and when the redstone signal happens, the dispenser fires, and pretty much is just shears the sheep. I mean, it's so simple. I don't know why I procrastinated on doing something like this. And I don't know why that's there. But yeah, let me go ahead and wire this back up. And then we'll set up the last little bit. Alright, I think it is time to actually hook this thing up and get this bad boy going. I mean, look at this. There should be plenty of storage for whatever in the world I want. And I don't know if I have enough inventory space for all this. We can actually test it. Let's see, which one is the... This is the white wool. Why are you not going... Oh, right, got that fixed. That was my bad on that one. I forgot you can't put glowstone down there. Alright. So, to test this, we could take... Let's see, where is yellow? Yellow's going to be towards the end. Right about here? Yes. So we can put it in, see how well this works. There we go. It's actually working. And once this hits like 40 something, it should start slowly trickling down. There we go. And it should be just slowly making its way down. You can actually see it every so often in here. We should be seeing some come in here. Yeah, that's a lot more than what was there. So what I'm going to have to do now is kind of just clear this out and hope for the best, really. And there we go. That's all set up. That's going to help me whenever I'm making like circuits and stuff like that. I want to kind of pretty much have a display of what they are, where they go, and stuff like that. So that is kind of nice. We still have quite a bit more stuff to go through. I mean, that's just 16 out of 59 on just this one thing. So we're going to need a lot more iron. I mean, a lot more iron. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I'm trying to go away from using iron blocks. Because if it was a small system like this, yeah, that's fine. But when it's going to be this massive of an area, that's when we're going to have problems. And one other thing I kind of ran out of and didn't have was, one of the dyes, the cocoa beans. So I kind of had to go snag a few. I'm not kind of just sit here and replace them. We may put another farm in the little bit higher up and try and just make a little elevator going up to it, or we can put it down here. I mean, the possibilities are endless. You know, I kind of, like I said earlier, I like the idea of actually having to challenge myself to put a farm in that small of an area. To just building one up and then working my way through that. One thing I probably should do is actually kind of straighten this stuff up because I have been leaving it. So let's go ahead and get this all kind of straightened up. I'm not going to do a lot of this on camera. It's just me basically placing blocks like this. So I kind of messed up whenever I first made this, and I made it a little too far back. All right, 13 stacks of chests. Let's see how far we can get with it. All right, everybody. Yeah, that didn't do very much. It pretty much filled up all of this. But yeah, when it comes to this right here, it didn't do much. So we're going to need a lot of wood for this. I had an insane amount of it. Just to finish this, I did start kind of organizing my Shulker boxes. And you can see I actually had starting to have some empties. So that's something I'm probably going to be doing, is just going through and slowly getting rid of some of this stuff, trying to make it a little more presentable and less of a clutter. I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, I don't know how I let it go that bad. But yeah, I just have random things everywhere. I did kind of expand this out just for the time being. This is not permanent, but this is just so I can get plenty of these cocoa beans and we can finally get a little bit of a farm going for it, just so we don't run out again. So that's one thing I was thinking about doing, maybe in the next layer up. I mean, like I said, I have a ton of room in here. These sheep are doing pretty good. I might actually fill out the rest of this with the grass, just to be on the safe side. But yeah, go up a couple more blocks and I could actually set up a whole nother farm, and yeah. So that's what I'm thinking of doing with that. I'm just kind of shocked of how much space I have in here. This is kind of fun to be able to do right now. I know I won't be able to do it much longer because I do plan on putting a floor in pretty soon. But yeah, for the time being, I can do this. So, one of the things that we were going to be doing today, well, if you remember in the last episode, we were talking to Witherbag about helping her with a game. So, that's what we're planning on doing today, is helping with that, getting that all set up. I don't know if we're going to get much done in here today, because that looks like it's going to be a little bit of a project, not a big deal. But yeah, so let's go ahead and I'm going to have to gather some more resources because my redstone box is a little depleted after doing this. I mean, yeah, that's about it. That's not that much for me. So we're going to have to kind of go through a few places, see if we can get a little bit more of the resources. And I also needed to start doing a massive craft of all the redstone components for the shop and everything, so we can get that opened up. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go through a lot of my shulker boxes. I mean, I still have all these in here. And yeah, it's a little bit of a mess. Alright, everybody, I spent some time at the gold farm. You can see my levels are pretty high. But I also been going through and trading with these guys quite a bit. Trying to see if I can build up a little bit more on the redstone supply. I know Zach has quite a bit, but I just want to make sure I'm kind of pitching in for my own part. You know how it goes. But yeah, I noticed one thing we both kind of lack on, and that is cobblestone. So I might have to build a cobblestone generator somewhere around here. Put all that away. I think that's not too bad for a little bit of trading. And yeah, I was making these dispensers, kind of realized we don't have a lot of cobble. We have a lot of stone, but we don't have a lot of cobble. So I might see if I can integrate one into this. To kind of have it going off this side. I don't know how that's going to work. Or possibly this way? That could be a possibility. Kind of just reusing the same thing. Now I have an idea for one, and you can see I was also doing a little bit more on the wood supply. I mean, this thing is just working fantastic. I am getting plenty of wood, and I've already cleared out pretty much all the sticks. So we got that going for us. We might have to also ramp up the iron farm. And is that a squid? I thought it was stuck. But yeah, we might have to ramp this up a little bit. I'm trying to think of what we could do to ramp it up. Yeah, we could make more towers, but we'd have to change this out a little bit, which might not be a bad thing. I mean, we can redesign it. Not a big deal. Just have them going off to the sides instead of on top. So yeah, we might take a look at that, and in the future, maybe on a live stream. But yeah, everything seems to be working fine over here. I love the sorting system. We got so much gunpowder, I'm going to have to figure out something to do with it. And our bones are coming in plentiful to restock this thing. And I really haven't used it all that much. Ooh, I'll never be able to land there again. I think I'm on this second to last chest now. Yeah, I'm about to run out on this one, so we're going to have to restock it soon. But, like I said, it's working great. And, yeah, I might have to AFK here for a little bit. So, off to the shopping district, which is one of our first stops. And you can see I've been doing some crafting, not that much. I've also kind of restocked my whole area. I need to get some more note blocks in there. But your note blocks would be pretty easy. In fact, let me go ahead and craft up a few of those before we head over there. I just have to go grab some wood. I might have a bit. Now, Zach said he came over and stocked this a little bit. So, let's see. Oh, yeah. He did more than just a little bit. Now, okay, I don't know why those are in there. Target blocks still need to be stopped. Dispensers, we seem to be doing good on. Droppers is something we're actually kind of hurting on. I think these are dispensers. And this is a dropper. Okay, so we need more droppers. Need more of those. Trap chests seem to be doing good. We'll have to work on those as well. I'm thinking of taking this one out. And the reason I say that, this is such an easy commodity. But what we're going to add instead is redstone ore. Now, Zach has a rule where he will not mine or get any ore. So, yeah, we're going to have to work on this. We can actually do this very easy. I'm thinking 8 per diamond. Seems about reasonable. Go. Okay. And this is something we actually have quite a few of. Go ahead and start stocking some of this and getting it ready to go. Alright, everybody. I got everything kind of labeled and everything. And yeah, there's a few things we're going to have to add. I might actually have to add a couple more chests to this. Because I'm noticing we're having a little bit of an overspill. So, yeah, we might have to work on that. But other than that, it looks like it's ready to go. So now off to our next task. Which is going to be helping with the game over in the gaming district. Which I'm going to sleep before we do that. Where did the world did you spawn from? Seriously, where did that guy come from? This is a mushroom island. I don't think anything was going to spawn over here. Alright, we're over at the gaming district. And yeah, we're going to have to do a little bit of remodification to this thing. Yeah, there's a few things I'm going to be pulling out. I'm going to have to redo all the hoppers. Not that big of a deal. Just going to take me a minute to tear them all down. And what I'm going to have this do is actually pretty simple. Basically, what it's going to do is every time a minecart passes through these hoppers right here. Let me go up at the top so I can give a better explanation behind this. These hoppers through here, and whenever one passes through it, it's going to give a signal down here to, let me grab my redstone box. All right, so a redstone signal will come down, hit that, and it should be deposited in. All right, let's make sure I'm using the right thing. And basically, there we go. So that is now working. Now we're going to have to figure a way to kind of block the signal just to that block. What do I have? We'll use a bit of iron just to test. I'll go back and get some different stuff for this. So, right there. I should let one go through. There we go. And it's not pulling out just yet. What we're going to want to also do is have a release mechanism that is powered to this block. So basically go like that. All those are drained out, put back in there. So that is step one. We got the idea behind the point system, and we'll just have to work on a timer on that. So that is pretty much a done system right there. It was very simple. And all we have to do is get a signal off these. So let me go ahead and rip all these out. And I'm going to have to extend it out a little bit more to give a little bit of a clearance for the ones that do not make it. So give me a few minutes and we'll get all this cleaned up. All right, everybody. I'm going to take you through a little bit of my way I make things. So I always use buttons and levers and stuff like that to kind of simulate the redstone actually happening. Then I have to figure out how to get that redstone to happen. So like in this situation, she was wanting it to auto feed or auto replenish. Well, there we go. We got one shot in there and it should be in here. What we want is it to do like that. Now we don't want it to actually activate the block. So that wasn't going to work. So what we're going to have to do is probably power this one down here. Oh. Don't. Okay. Stand further away, then fire. So, there we go. So we know we can't activate this block directly. So we're going to have to activate the one below it. Not that big of a deal. I thought I heard somebody. Anyways, so that's how that's going to work. Now we're just going to have to figure a way to pretty much signify that it's going in there. Now, the ones right here, the ones going off, this is for the ones that are going to pretty much not make it. Let me go grab some cactus and give a good example. Now, since that is actually already in there, well, what else we're going to want to do is actually find a way to stop the redstone signal, or stop the traveling of the items. So what we're going to have to do is find a way to stop the hoppers. Well, the best way I know of doing that is actually just very simply putting a redstone torch down here. Now, I'll probably want to power it this way, and that should stop it from happening. So get our button, our trusty button, to test it out. There we go. And that should have stopped it, but it didn't. Actually, I have no clue where that went. Could that be a bug? Let me test again with another one. All right, we're going to make 3 of them and test all 3 of them. And then we'll see what it's doing. Oh, it landed in my inventory somehow? That didn't make any sense. But basically what we want it to do, we might have to put something up around it so it doesn't fly off. Where I want to place, but it works. Okay. See how that's not picking it up? That is not what we want. So it looks like we might have to stop this one from activating. Which I think if the game, the way it's built, it should kind of be blocked off on this side. So that should work. There we go. And it should be sitting in there. So we have enough room for 10 of them. So that should be plenty of room so we don't have to build anything extra. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to check out all the other awesome YouTubers up here on LYFCRAFT server. Their links are down in the description. Don't forget to also check out my streams. I'll be streaming later today, actually. So, until next time, everybody, this is EnigmaCraft86 saying, take it easy. Can't wait till part 2. Later.